there's a different story based on the Mahakala. But every story, Mahakala is the reincarnation or emanation of Avalokiteshvara and Jagarsambhavara. Yeah, Mini Tantra said Mahakala is the emanation of the Genesi. And also there another story telling Mahakala is the manifestation of the Jagarsambhavara, because Mini said also Jagarsambhavara is the manifestation of the Avalokiteshvara. So those three can say Mahakala, Genesi, Jagarsambhavara, those are kind of like a one manifest different way. Yeah. For other reasons, because this is the beauty part of the manifestation of the Buddha, because sometimes they have to manifest as a wrathful, sometimes they have to manifest as a peaceful. When it comes to the peaceful, there's no compatible to the Genesis compassion. Yeah, Genesis is the Lord of the compassion, but that compassion is not like a pity compassion. With a responsibility compassion, can say with a care compassion. So that way sometimes need to perform the wrathful way to protect us, because certain beings cannot be tamed by the peacefully. We have difficulty. So that reason, sometimes Buddha manifests as a wrathful, sometimes manifests as a peaceful. And particularly, we're talking about the Mahakala forearm. Forearm is a symbol of for in Latin activities. Yeah. So this is the last story is based on there. So that is the basic background of the story. And there's one story. I think this is a wrote by Kamachame Rinpoche, one of the scholar from the Kamakagyu. As not necessarily talking about the one specific Mahakala, because there's a Mahakala have lots of Mahakalas. Body emanation, speech emanation, mind emanation, quality emanation, and activity emanation. So that way you can see the white Mahakala, yellow Mahakala, red Mahakala, blue, green Mahakala, black Mahakalas. I mean, so those are different emanation of the in Latin activities, body, speech, mind, quality, and activities. So I'm sure you saw the green Mahakala, yeah? Sometimes you see the green Mahakala, there's a yellow Mahakala, white Mahakala. So those are this color as a symbol of in Latin qualities. Like white is the symbol of in Latin body. Yellow is a symbol of in Latin quality. Red is a symbol of in Latin mind, speech, sorry. And blue is a blue is a symbol of in Latin quality, dark blue. Mind, sorry, in Latin mind, and green is a symbol of in Latin activities. So this is a 5 color as a symbol of 5 in Latin qualities. So that way Mahakala also, you can see many different Mahakala. They are pretty much the same. And also there are lots of different history comes. So those are, yeah, like many generation, there's many things come, yeah. So according to the Kamachame Rinpoche's story, as a Mahakala, I think this is really interesting, and lots of things that is we kind of related to that. It's called the source of a Mahakala. Can say source, Jumpu mean the source or where he originally come from. So this source of Mahakala is a I think this is called the Yaksha, king of the Yaksha. Maybe he live around, there's a kind of like a not really human being, spirit realm. So they can travel to the anywhere they want, like including the God realms. So there's one king called the Yaksha Hire, and uh, he basically said, you can say these days, he raped one goddess from the four guardian of Dharma, and he captured her and kind of used her for. So when did it happen? She was become pregnant from his child. But then when she not allowed to go back to the society of Gardrums, because she's carrying the spirit, yakshas, the evil spirits, child. So she basically abandoned from the society. So then she live in the island, different island, and lots of fishermen live around there, fisher people. So she lives somehow those island and try to raise her child by selling all the Gardrums jewelry. Yeah, she sold all those Gardrums jewelry, and she raised up her child in one area until he grew up. So, okay, I slowly go from there. And now, so when she's raising him, mostly what she feed him is meat, fish, and alcohol. Where this is the main source of those islands, people's what they eat. Okay, so then he grew up. Uh, uh, and some saying this is also like some history saying these two are kind of like a uh, Ishwar and what called this two, like under the Chakasambhara's feet, what called this two? Birava. Yeah, some saying those two are these two. But either way, so those powerful spirit, and then at one point when he grew up, he said, "We don't stay here. We go to the south." To he said to his mother, "We go to south." When they went to south, there was there's one mountain called the Excellent Mountain, and there is one bhikshu, and his name is Tenzin, the hero of the great blessing. So he is a bhikshu of emanation of the Manjushri. And this bhikshu, the daytime, he practiced as a ordained. He wear monk robe and like live as a monastic system. But nighttime, secretly practice the Vajrayana. So this one is you can hear lots of story like that. In India, also earlier, most of Vajrayana is secretly practiced, not public, not openly. So I just listened one yesterday. His Holiness Dalai Lama said, "Oh, I mean, I'm sidetracking, but just I think it's it need we to know." And the one researcher said three reasons why Buddhism disappear in India. I think one, he said, too much involved with the economy, money involvement. One is too much involved at the openly Vajrayana. Make sense? Vajrayana has become more publicly because truly at the earlier beginning, Vajrayana is always a secret. And most of those Vajrayana practitioners, nobody knows they are Vajrayana practitioners. So they keep really secret. So either way, third one is I forgot, but so that way, I have a reason to cannot publicly too much, but nowadays everything is online, so. This master, Dende Bao, he practiced nighttime, and wearing those all bone ornament, and did this in the nighttime. And when they went, in the sun and the goddess lady, they went into this monk, spiritual teacher. Then she offering all her jewelry, whatever remained. She offering everything like a ring and everything to him, and request him to teachings. Then he give called a teaching on the meaning of ultimate nature of the Panchanaparamita, and what called the skill of a miracle power. So the mother realized the Panchanaparamita, and the son had a great realization of a miracle power. That is, these two become like that. And then when then this bhikshu, he gave all his student and follower to the son, who become great miracle power, and he left to the Mahaparinirvana. And his mother also achieved the higher realization of the Dharmakaya too. So both of them kind of like achieved the nirvana, or you can say is went to the Dhammadhatu state, both of them. So then this son who just arrived here, he become head of that society, the community, spiritual community. He become the leader of that spiritual community. And there are so many demons, also Dagini or whatever can call that. They really protect him because they really want him to be head of there. So they never let him go. So the daytime they go to search the food. I think they eat too much meat, and their search of food is also including to that. Because when we talk about the Dagini, lots of people think Dagini is only talking about the spiritual of those enlightened beings. There's two kinds of Daginis. Mundane Dagini is spiritual Daginis. Mundane Dagini, they are really evil one. In India, if you those who call the mundane Dagini area, people don't go. But they eat human flesh. Really, it's scary. Dagini is not always be something pleasant. But the Western people, when they receive the Dagini name, they become so happy. I'm Dagini.
Why are they called Dagini?
Dagini is, there's two kinds of Daginis because they can travel from the sky.
Yeah,
sky dancers. Yeah, so they have a power. And that power, mundane one, they abuse that power to enjoy the human flesh. Yeah, so truly, yes, they are certain. Actually, they eat those. Yeah, so then they go to the collective daytime. Want to search the food, and he give the teaching to them, and he lead the spiritual way. And some of them maybe not necessary, but basically, then one day, when all those Daginis left for the searching food at daytime, and he's kind of alone there, so he performed the miracle power. He danced. It's called he manifests many arms and he danced there. Called I think it's something called the wrathful dance. When he was dancing there, it's all earth was shaking. Not just only earth, even the 33 God realm was shaking. When 33 God realm was shaking, Indra so powerful being down there, and then he have an idea of want to invite him to the God realm. Reason is the demigod become at that time so powerful. And so Indra want to bring him to be protector of the God realm. So Indra announced, anyone who can go, bring him. So there's one goddess, really beautiful. And she said, she agreed. And Indra said, until you bring him up here, don't come. So she went there. When she first tried to inviting him, all those Dagini said, he's our leader, spiritual guide, guru. He's not allowed to go from here. We're not. But then she stayed there like a servant, this goddess. Stay like servant through serving him continually day and night, every day helping him. And somehow they had a relationship. And they had two children. One is a boy, one is a girl. Okay, and the girl, they have what was called conscious neglect. Okay, so her name is Tungyuma, as the one goddess of the Tungyuma. I don't know the Sanskrit name, but it's a Tung is a conscious. Okay, then boys have a bone ornament. So bone ornament, that is called Lendenabo. This is Mahakala. The son is Lendenabo. That is the son, Lendenabo, his name. So then one point, actually, Gadram is a threatening. Gadram they have a whole palace. The palace is really solid. So demigod, no matter how much they're powerful, they couldn't defeat the palace. But what they did is they built next to the Gadram's palace, they built a beautiful, big mansion of a palace, demigod themselves. So Gadram have really threatening of the demigod to take over Gadram. So Indra sent the message to this lady who sent earlier down there. So she got the message, then she requires him, please come to Gadram. Gadram is threatening. So he agreed to come. He came, and Indra and everybody welcomed them. Really big welcome ceremony, they did. Then when they invited him, and of course all his retinue came. Yeah, this came, and including his son and daughter. Then Indra appointed his son as a kind of general of the Indra, the Gadrams, and he lead the war to the demigod. So there's one day they fought and a huge damage happened. Then he made the rumor, said, today I make this one, tomorrow is stronger than this one. I'm going to destroy this palace. But he couldn't actually destroy the palace, demigod, because they put something that is so solid that he have a really hard to destroy it. So then demigod king called I wrote his name here somewhere. Rahul, Rahul is one of the most powerful. We call the Za. Many eye on the Rahul. His name is Rahul. See, the Rahul is the king of the demigod. So when he heard the news, the Lingdenabo will come tomorrow to destroy their palace. Then he want to test. He not sure he is powerful or not. So he want to test. He went, and Lingdenabo know he's coming. So he manifests as a path, a really narrow path. And Lingdenabo had to come this way. I mean, the Rahul had to come this way. Then when Rahul come, Lingdenabo, the Mahakala, manifests an old lady. And just, sit in the middle of the path. And when Rahul come, Rahul said, please, old lady, side. I need to go there. And he said, who you are? Who are you? And he said, I'm Rahul, Khenpo. And I don't think so you are Rahul, because if you are Rahul have special, sign. So what happened was that I have to go reflect back. So when Rahul heard this Lingdenabo going to destroy their palace, Rahul said, if I go first, check. If I defeat him, then we don't have need to worry. But if I lost, I will make the three sound of a conscious 3 times. At that time, you destroy the palace and run away. Yeah, he said. So then the old lady. Okay, then he got to the old lady, the Rahul, and Lengden Abo, pretend like old lady, and he said, "Who you are?" And he said, "I'm Rahul." And she said, "I don't think so. You are Rahul. Rahul have special sign." And he said, "Yes, I am." Then he, and they showed me that one. Then he blew the conscious one. And she said, "No, that is not really his one. This is because this is such and such." Oh, no, sorry. And she said, "I didn't hear. I didn't hear." Then he blew a second time. Then she said, I don't think so. That is Rahul's conscious, because his conscious can hear the whole 3 realms, really magnificent, powerful. Yours is really weak, not good sound. And he blew 3rd time. When he blew 3rd time, the demigod, they heard 3 times, they destroyed the runway. That's how he defeat.
Really, the old lady was the same.
That's him,
That was it.
Mahakala. Okay. So then Mahakala became one of the most important hero in the Garam, and he became head of the military, whatever security service. But then he enjoyed in the Garam, but they only treating him with a vegans or whatever, what call that? Veggie.
Oh,
Yeah, veggie. Yeah, veggie food. It's called the kersung. Kersung is like 3 white. They are no meat. He grew up with the meat.
Yeah.
He grew up with the meat, so he not enjoying there. He said, "This is not good." And he said to the Gadram, "Whenever you need me, you use the music instrument. Call me with the music instrument. I will come back, but in the meantime, I'll go down there." Because he enjoyed those food, fish and those alcohol, which is he's not getting in the Gadram. So he couldn't stay there in the Gadram. So he said, you just call me with a music instrument. So that way, when we do the Dharmapala Puja, lots of music instrument use. One of the my guru, he mentioned me, someone can see the spirit, okay? When you do the puja, Dhamapala puja, without the music instrument, they don't come. He can see they coming or not. But when you see music instrument, they all comes. So that way we're using lots of music instrument, particularly when Dhamapala puja, drum sound, those bashang, there's all this, everything. I think that's the reason is because Mahakala said to the Indra, said, whenever you need, just call me with the music instrument. I think those are related, because this one is what I heard. This story is what person who can see is they not have nothing have to do with this story, the Mahakala story. So this is how he became. If you read some of Mahakala's press, they said he became the head of the Mangbe, is the military general of the Gadrams. You can see that one in the last Tibetan, their press of the Mahakala. A lot of them said, "You become a military of the general of the military of the Gadrams." That's how he became. He wasn't born in the Gadrams. He have a Gadram blood from the mother side, but he because of his power and ability, so he was so powerful. Even the Gadram need him, so that we use him as their general. But he doesn't want to live there because he loves fish, meat, alcohol. So he said, "I just stay down there, and you call me whenever you need." This is true. Kamachama Rinpoche's story mentioned that one. So then they stay in that island, and slowly they eating all the animals, fish, human. I think they kind of out of storage. So Buddha's time. There's in India one town called Um, mm, it's called so they kind of mostly as a flesh eating is a you can see that they always said they live in the channel ground. Why? Because there are lots of dead body comes. They enjoy that one. So they don't have that one. So they slowly harm insane people. Many beings dying, human being dying. Many human being dying because of those. They give the guinea. They give the kind of like a black magic, and many people dying. And there's one king. He went to the Shakyamuni Buddha. Khenpo Tenzin. His name is Khenpo Tenzin, called giving by the Brahma. So I think I heard this name also before other sutra. So he went to the Shakyamuni Buddha. Buddha was in the Rajgir, what Vajra peak. So when Buddha recite the white umbrella mantra. White umbrella mantra, really powerful. Then in front of him, this spirit in front of him, Buddha manifests as a Vajradhara. And he was so frightened because of that one. Then he ran to the Buddha, take refuge, please protect me from these fears, this Mahakala. Then Buddha give him the vow, Buddha gave him this, name and the teachings and a vow and empowerment, and said, in the future, you become Dharma protector. So that is how then Buddha taught many sutra. This is one particular story. So how is it related to the Dharmapala, how to Mahakala become Dharmapala?
But is it the same Mahakala from the island?
Yeah, that one, because he's already harming, people and people dying because the lack of the dead body. They need the dead body to eat, So many people dying. So the king went to the request to Buddha to protect from those dying. So Buddha manifests. Buddha knows that who's causing. The Buddha manifests front of him, Vajradhara. When Buddha manifests front of him, Vajradhara, he was so frightened. Then he ran to the Buddha to took refuge, so protect. So Buddha's then all the mantra, the Vajradhara and this white umbrella mantra dissolved to the Buddha, and give him empowerment, give teachings. Then he became Mahakala, what we know the Dharma protector. So since Buddha, he is one of the original Dharma protector of the Buddhism. Then later, mainly establishing as a Dharma protector, as a Nagarjuna in Nalanda. Particularly, he became the Nalanda's protector. So this is the basic story of the Mahakala, one way. And of course, there's another story. This does not have to do with this time. It has to do with the Buddha Dibamkara time. Buddha Dibamkara is a past Buddha. Much before Shakyamuni Buddha, Dibamkara time. Also, the sub-story related to when Tsultirm as overpowering by the evil spirit. Then all the Buddha they went to Samadhi to manifest as a Chakra Then from Chakra as a crown, eye, throat, many different Mahakala Sutra manifests. And a lot of those sutra kind of like a bury different places, and Buddha blessed that in the future, Shakyamuni time it comes. So then from there, Chakra to manifest as a Mahakala to subdue all those spirit demons. So there's many different stories. But it's always if you look at all the press and some press said Mahakala is a manifestation from the Chakra and some press saying it's a Mahakala is a manifestation from the Avalokiteshvara. Yeah, so this is how they manifest as a Dharma protector. So that way, like a Mahakala, such as a Mahakala and Ajichujitama, those can be on the refuge tree. Why? Because they are wisdom beings. The worldly being you cannot put on the refuge tree because they are not object to take a refuge. Uh, so
So what teachings did Mahakala practice when he got teachings from the Buddha? What teachings made him enlightened?
I think this is that way. I think this is a trick. Is a Mahakala is not only that time, as enlightened. There's some saying he was a long time ago already enlightened, but they have to manifest different way. So that reason when it come their life, and he became the disciple of the Buddha. But I really don't. There's called the Tantra of the Mahakala. There's many Tantra, actually Mahakala Tantra, Buddha taught to him. So I haven't read all those tantras, so I'm not sure exactly. But yes, there's called the Gombekyu. I think I don't know how many of these books. There are many books about the Mahakala Tantra. Sanje Chedan Gindusu membership Labrakis. So here Buddha give him the order, Kako mean the order to the Mahakala, said Buddha Dhamma Sangha, anyone who try to destroy them and destroy them. But now tricky is if those beings who are, can say evil, yeah, if they are really great merit, even the Dhamma protector cannot protect. There one story. Durga, the Muslim military come to Nalanda. Many times came actually. They came many times. The one time come, and all the monks run away because they kill everyone. And the Mahakala also running with them, carrying the ganti. Ganti is wooden kind of like called that make noisy. Carrying that one. So that way you see the Mahakala, one Mahakala carrying the wooden kind of like this. That's called the monk's ganti. Is kind of like one monk gathering call. They would have to make the noisy. So carrying that one, he was running with the monk. Then the one monk said, "You are a protector. Why are you running?" And he said, "Not time." Because that person, that general, that he was really had great merit. So even Mahakala couldn't defeat him. So that has happened, truly happened. So when that's evil one, whoever that one is, they have a great merit. Actually, Dhamma protector couldn't do anything. Yes. So then he went to Nalanda and he started breaking the Buddhist image. When he started breaking Buddhist image, then Mahakala went defeat him. Because by destroying Buddhist image, he damaged his merit. That is similar happened Taliban in the, after they destroyed the Burmese Buddhist statue, and there's so many bad things happen to them. Yeah, so I think this is true. Like this is also true in the Tibet when Chinese come. No protector is there. Really couldn't do anything. Like in the Samye monastery, there's called the Behar. That prayer statue is made by Guru Rinpoche himself. And the statue cover is a face is a cover. Even nowadays is a cover. So they said when earlier, before Chinese come, when try to remove the cover, immediately kind of lightning and this makes sound, immediately weather change and it become lightning, threatening. No one can open that one. But when Chinese come, they opened it, nothing happened. So because when the what called the opposite, the leader is a powerful merit, then the protector couldn't do anything. Yeah, so at that time, none of a protector is working. So this way, when you are lack of a merit, even no matter how much you call them, it's not going to work for you. Your merit have to be involved using Dharma protector or anything. When our merit is a decline, they cannot protect you. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So that way this morning I mentioned it's not all about them. They are not creator. They are conditioned. Main cause is yourself. If you have good merit, they can help you. You need the seed of good merit to, then their condition come together, then grow whatever want. If you don't have the seed of the good merit, they cannot help you. Many masters, they went through so much hardship, like including Milarepa. Their protector always there. It seems like the protector can bring anything to them. But actually, no. They always cannot do anything what you want. If your merit is not supporting you. Make sense? So I think this reason, our merit and their support together, and it's become cause and condition to come together. I believe that one. So that way, even you do so much puja, if you don't have accumulated merit, the puja not work. There's a story. One man, he's a beggar. Every day he begged food. He survived with that. He practiced the wealth deity. He accomplished the wealth deity that he can talk every day with the wealth deity, Jabala. He can talk with the Jabala every day, but still he's begging food. He never become rich. So even Zambala couldn't do anything to him. This is, I think, true. Like when Chinese come in Tibet, they took away all the rich people's belonging and give it to the poor one. And rich people become homeless, actually. They don't have a home to stay. The house, property, belonging, everything give to the share to the common people. Okay. But then when they give a little bit, time, people to have a little bit freedom, and rich one become again rich. Like when my cousin, she married with her husband, they living in the animal shelter. They rent that one because the background of they are really rich. Their house can see, but they cannot go to their house because somebody else using. And within the 10 years, they become richest in the family, in the town. From kind of homeless to become richest in town. So one of the Tibetan king, after the Tsultirm, he was young. He tried to make this event for the 3 times in Tibet. He took away everything from the rich one, give to the poor one. He did 3 times. Again, after the few years, rich one become rich, poor one become a poor. Then his mother had to kill him. His mother killed him.
Yeah.
Yes, because she I think many rich people kind of bargain to her. So what I'm saying is those protector, wealth deity, or anything what we're using, If our merit is not really support, they cannot do anything. So this guy, the beggar, he's begging every day, surviving with the begging food. So then one day when he come back, the Bala said, "Today I give you one city." And this beggar said, "I never seen your city. I only got the soup today. That soup is every beggar got. I got two. Other than that, I never haven't seen any city of you, your city." And the Zambala said, "In the soup, there's small fat. In a fat,
He's the fat.
piece of fat,
Pieces of fat.
piece of fat. That's my city." So even Zambala couldn't give more than that because he have no karma to can receive those. Make sense? So you're relying too much on those, acting like they are creator of all the, bring you whatever you wishing. It's impossible. If that is work, we don't need a prayer, but we'll done everything. Yeah. Even Hindu, they believe that like Ishwar is the creator, Shiva is the creator. They have one story, in their own story, not our story. They have a story. So Shiva is the creator, they believe, then Shiva's wife said to him, "You are the creator of the whole society. Why you leave the poor ones poor? Why you don't make them rich?" And he said, "It doesn't work that way. I will show you the demonstration." So there's one beggar, a poor guy is coming on the road, and he manifests big gold bar on the road, big gold bar, Shiva. And when the beggar, poor guy, come close to the gold, he said, "Oh, I have nothing in my life. If I become blind, how I will walk? I want to demonstrate." So he closed his eyes, he walked. He passed the gold. Okay. So the Shiva says, "See, if I give him gold, he didn't see that one." So this is, I heard from the Hindus, their story. So they believe that, creator. Make sense? So that way, it doesn't matter which way you believe, but if your own involvement is not there, your own part of the responsibility is not there, nothing going to change. They cannot do anything. Dharma protector cannot protect you. The wealthy deity cannot make you wealthy. So Khenpo Rinpoche always said, if that is truly worth those wealthy deity and the vase, these days lots of sell the vase. So what called fortune vase or called?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Huh? He said, if truly it worked, they don't, why they come to the West to, raise the money. Just in the monastery, they make big vase and just stay there. All money come to them. It doesn't work that way. Make sense? So I'm not saying it's fake. It's not fake, okay? They have a lot of substance power. But if your merit and that substance power come together, it work. If your merit is not, supporting for the substance power, it doesn't work. Like if you go to the field, the soil is good, weather is good, moisture is good, everything's perfect. You forgot to put seed. So no matter how perfect they are, nothing going to happen. So this is all this, ritual and everything is a condition. Main cause is you. Make sense? So the Dharma protector, of course we need their help because many things we don't see. Lots of things that we couldn't see, hindrance, obstacle for the Dharma, we couldn't see. It doesn't mean that they will protect you from whatsoever. They cannot protect your karma, ripening your karma. Make sense? One of the Drupagoji master called the Loreba. Great practitioner. He was a really wealthy family. Child from the wealthy family, only child. They really wanted him to get married, but he was so determined to become ordained and become practitioner. He tried to run. They captured him and forced to marry. And he and the wife tied with a kind of a chain, something in the bedroom. And he said to her, okay, I break my leg and you go to Dharma, or I break your leg and you keep all my wealth and I'll go to Dharma. And she said, I don't think so. He's going to help me. So she said, and she tricked him and said, okay, I'll go to Dharma, you break your leg. But then he knew she's not going to do. So when he tried to break that one, and she screamed. So overall, he became monk later. Okay. He couldn't stop. Parent couldn't stop. And he became one of the great practitioners. But, and at one point, he had so many lies,
Nice.
hundreds of thousands of them. Then his disciple take his clothes and they gave him the fresh one. Then the disciple from the body, all the lies disappeared. It all come to him. So he said, when I was a military, I killed lots of birds, animals from the black magic. That now this is the rabbinic karma. So when it comes to the karma, no one can stop you. I'm sure you have a great protector, Dharma. Make sense? Yeah. So I think so that way, I believe all those those all the spiritual ritual, deity yoga, they are powerful, but their power, if you want to receive their power, you need that vessel to receive that one, blessings. I don't know, in the Tibetan, we have this story. I don't know how much true or not. Like a snow lion, milk. If you put the ordinary pot, it break the pot. You need the precious pot to put the snow lion milk. We're saying something like that. So that's the example. So if they put the power of those all wisdom that is to the unqualified vessels, and the vessel will break, cannot, yeah. So that reason, I think this is I think this is talking about the interdependent. Both sides need the suitable cause and condition to ripening that one. Then when you have those all suitable condition, then anything can ripen, so including the Dharma protector. So then it work. Because if we try to rely on everything on them, I don't know that that's a really healthy way that they can do or not. Yeah. So even they are truly enlightened beings, they are wisdom beings, So, but still, it's a little bit hard to say that. Yes.
Are like mountain spirits like that? Are they wisdom beings, or are the wisdom beings something else?
I think every one of those spirits are not necessarily wisdom beings, but we cannot say all the mountain spirits are not wisdom beings. So we cannot say that way, because like for example, Mahakala and like Achichujitama, also they are spirit. They live some mountain, some monastery, some area, yeah. But they also have wisdom. So wisdom being or a mundane being is just the being that is have a realization of the emptiness. With the emptiness realization, they manifest as a Dharma protector. Then they can become wisdom beings, who mountain spirit. But all mountain spirit not necessarily wisdom beings, because some of those are demigod, some of those are hungry ghosts, some of them are four Dharma king of the god realm. So many of them also live around us. Not necessarily all enlightened beings. So, yeah.
I guess I need a little more clarification of the visualization of the wisdom beings, how they come and go with us in the visualizations. They're in front of us, then they're part of us, and then they go back. And I guess what do they do for us human beings?
So there are so many different deities. They have their own like a job requirement. We divide it into three. We said guru, deity, protectors. Some enlightened beings, Buddha manifests as a guru. They come to teach us. It's called the root of the blessings. All this, they may be same in the same one manifests different. Like, for example, our holiness, Dalai Lama, holiness Chizan Rinpoche, they are an emanation of the generosity. Yeah. So generosity manifests as a guru. You can see? Then Chakra Sambhavara is an emanation of the generosity again. And generosity manifests as a deity. Mahakala is an emanation of the generosity. Generosity manifests as a Dharma protector. So they are different way to manifest. When come to the Buddhist manifestation, they will manifest anything, whatever need. If somebody need breeze, they manifest breeze. If somebody need heat, they manifest sun. If somebody need water, they manifest water. So wherever they can benefit sentient being, they will manifest that way. Not necessarily always have to put the label. Okay. So that is one. So that way there's many different ways to manifest. But when they manifest guru, their job requirement is one things. When they manifest as a deity, their job requirements is another way. When they manifest as a Dharma protector, their job requirements are different. Like a different department have different responsibility. Similarly, whatever they manifest there, so that way we call the three roots. Root of the blessing is a guru. Guru can give you the blessings. Root of the siddhi or accomplishment is the deities. From the deity, you gain all the accomplishments. And root of the activity is the Dharma protectors. So when you doing practicing Dharma, you need the support of the activities. That is Dharma protectors. Now, how you treat with the Dharma protector, how to build the relationship. Dharma protector, there's three ways you have to build the relationship with the Dharma protector. There are other things, wisdom beings will come later. So how to three ways is when you are ordinary beginner practitioner, you have to treat the Dharma protector as a king and yourself as a subject. Relationship is like king and a subject. Because you are just ordinary being, Dharma protector, even they are protector, now you are servant. They are spiritually, in many way, much higher than you. So you have to treat them as a king and request them to help. Make sense? But when your realization is become like high, like a first bhumi or something, then you can treat the Dharma protector as a equal, like a brother or sister. Relationship is similar like that. But when you reach to the eight bhumi or vajradhara, then you treat Dharma protector as a servant. So relationship is not always the same. What you become based on that Dharma relationship with the Dharma protector will change. Like we ordinarily cannot you order to the Dharma protector do this like or the past master they can do. Make sense? We have to request them. Because our relationship with the Dharma protector, like Mahakala, is like a king and subject. Like Gajah Rinpoche always, when I was getting some teachings before I went to retreat, particularly Achi retreat, Gajah Rinpoche said, you and Achi's relationship is like mother and son. You have to treat that way. So she is superior than you. So when our position, like my position, she's much superior than me. So I have to treat her as a relationship, me and her as a like mother and son or queen and subject. Make sense? So there's like a kind of respect. You have to show the respect. And this also, when you talk about the mother and son, it's not talking about the Western culture based on the mother and son. Western culture is, I'm not saying it's the culture, is just culturally, children and parent more like friend. Yeah. In our culture, we have no friendship. One way. There's no question. When they tell you something, you cannot ask why I have to do this one. If you ask them, you will get, another. Yeah, not much. This is just fully authority on you. So that's what this parent and children's relationship is. I never had a chance to ask why I have to do this one. When older one tell you, so you have to say yes, or you get the punishment. So which one you want? So that kind of, the kind of like a, what call this?
Hierarchy.
Hierarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. When come to the ordinary, we are ordinary practitioner. Dharma protector are like a Mahakala. We have to treat like a king or father. Actually, as a treat as a queen or mother. Someone is a superior one. And we have to listen their order. And when we need something, we have to request with humbly. We have no authority to order them. Yeah. So then when your practices become more stable, your practices become more successful, you become alive, little bit get higher, then that time you become equal. The relationship. Then once you reach to the 8 bhumi above, then you become a more superior than Dharma protector because their job requirement is to protect, So you reach to the nirvana, so then you become a superior. Make sense? So that is a relationship. You cannot forget that one. So how to build them? So the way when come to the Dharma protector. Now, this wisdom and samaya beings. This is not just only Dharma protectors. Wisdom being means that talk about the enlightened beings. Anything Dharma protector or deity, anything. So when talking about the wisdom beings, as a mean talking about the enlightened beings. Yeah. So anything you hear in the said wisdom beings, there's always a talk about the enlightened beings. And another one is samaya being mean that your own visualization. What you visualizing. So when you visualizing as a deity, that's called the samaya beings. When you invite in the being, wisdom being from the pure land, that is a wisdom beings. And those become inseparable. So what is the benefit for you is when wisdom being and samaya being become a one, now it builds you more authentic. Because if you just visualizing yourself deity, or anything, deep down you have thought of, oh, this is my imagination. This is my thinking. This is my visualization. Yeah. But when all the wisdom being imbibed from the pure land and deserve to you do, then you have a more become a what called this is real one. This is just not my imagination. This is not my visualization. It's really want to deserve. Because in the deity yoga, most important is a divine pride. Divine pride means that you need the confidence of I am the deity. Not my imagination, not my visualization. I'm a real deity. So how it becomes when wisdom being is deserved to you, you become that. Then it's out of your imagination, higher than your visualization. Yeah. So that is the reason. Main reason is that one. But here, that is generally talking about. But here, when come to the protector, wisdom being and mundane being, we divide into two like that. Mundane being means the sentient being, but they have a power. They're not a human being. They're spirit. they have a supernatural power, worldly power. So they can protect us. They can harm us, they can protect us. So some of those powerful, like a guru, like a Pema Sambawa, Milarepa, Lord Jitesung, those high guru, they took them until their oath, gave them the empowerment, they give them the vow, and they give them what called some kind of a under oath that if you break that oath, you will damage suffering. So this is similar, like Chinese have a science fiction and a true story put together called Journey to the West. Journey to the West monk is a real story. And they have a monkey pig, they are a fake story, fiction. So, but this is kind of like a sound same as a Dharma protector. So what happened is they wearing some kind of head bait. They couldn't remove that one. But if they not listen to the guru, he recite the mantra and make them pain. So they took that oath, Dharma protector. So worldly being, when they took oath, they under the oath, so they couldn't do lots of things what they want. They have to follow the rule and regulation of what Dharma said. So that way they become a Dharma protector, but they are not object to take refuge. Because they are samsari beings, they cannot make you enlightened. So that's different. You can take them as a protector, but you cannot take them as a refuge object.
You take a human like that? Someone say that
Yes,
as a nurse
yes.
or a doctor?
Some human can do, like His Holiness Dalai Lama, His Holiness Chazar Rinpoche, His Eminence Gaje Rinpoche. Those are enlightened beings manifest as a human. You can take refuge to them.
Can you? So I'm wondering if, I know you can't take refuge to a normal human being, but say you have a doctor who's treating you, that I'm thinking we put a lot of faith in those people.
Yeah.
And I guess I think that they can cause pain and pleasure, those kinds of people, nurses, doctors that work in those things. And I guess I'm wondering, when I was practicing, I would ask for things to help me practice, to help me take care of a human being better. I'm just wondering how these, I really wonder how they really come to us and help us.
Okay, so this is you have to everything is not one thing. So what is your goal? When you take a refuge to the doctor, your goal is to become healthy. So you can rely on them because they have the skill. Make sense? But if you want to reach to the nirvana, you cannot take refuge to the doctor. They cannot make you nirvana. So it's what you want. And based on that goal, who can help you? You have to rely on them. So if your goal is to become healthy, yes, doctor is really important of the refuge. You can have to rely on them.
And how about the doctors that ask the spirits to come help them heal? If I ask someone to help me heal this person that I have no idea that I can help, how do they do that? How do they help us?
I think as a one thing is when we're gaining that kind of power of using spirit, same time you are selling something to them. So it's a gain and loss both. Yeah, you gain some that like a certain spirit. It really help you at some point. Okay, really help you at some point. But then later they will take you completely under control. Yeah, then you long-termly you will be miserable. So you have to be really careful. Even you have that kind of capacity, certain spirit, you can call them and this and that. They never do free for you. Because I mean that this is as a worldly being's nature. Nobody do free. They always have something gained for themselves. So when you can use the spirit for something like that, same time you are selling to them something.
Transaction. You each owe each other something.
Yes, then they will use you somewhere otherwhere.
So you would give them offerings like a song,
Yeah.
or should offer your body as nectar, amrita,
Yeah.
and then they're satisfied. And the exchange is equal.
So if you can do that one, that's really good. But that one also you have to have some kind of like a yourself as have to visualize as a deity and this and that. You need your own protection.
Oh.
Yeah, if they come to truly take your body, you will willing to give? No. If you're not really capable to all those practice, you have to be really careful. Lots of people have this idea of, oh, yeah, this is just only my imagination. This is my mentally, it's not really mentally. Because whatever you make your mind, it happened to your body. Your body go through with that. Make sense? So body and mind is not 100% separate. I'm not saying they are one. So as the last time I mentioned, like people doing the healings, I said not healthy to do. You have to be careful. So I don't know, but this one is we're talking about the wisdom being and mundane beings. Okay, wisdom being as a Dharma protector, there's a wisdom being Dharma protector, also mundane being Dharma protector. Those mundane being Dharma protector, they took the oath. You cannot take refuge, but you can rely on them. Why you can rely? Because they took the oath, they're not going to misuse you. They took oath from the Pema Sampava, they took oath from the Milarepa, so they're not going to misuse you. They will be fair. They will be ethical. Because if they misuse you, they break their vow. When they break vow, they will be miserable, suffering. So they knew. So that way you can rely on them, even the mundane spirit, but you cannot take refuge to them. That's different. And mundane spirit, you cannot visualize yourself as to them. And one thing is I can say this one is lots of people love to do Dharmapala puja. Okay, they think that's powerful, this and that. But one thing is you need to do is yourself must visualize it as a deity. When you visualize it as a deity, like a Generasi or Jagasambhavara, the spirit see as a servant to the Generasi or Jagasambhavara. They're not going to dare to take your conscious to their servant. If you just worship with ordinary conceptual, and they know you are the ordinary one, when you died, they easily can take your conscious under there. So this is have to be, I think, careful.
Khenpo, a lot of people these days, they like doing Reiki. Have you heard about
Yeah.
Reiki? Is
Yeah.
this also the kind of healing that,
That's a
that
healing.
you want
Yeah.
to be careful about?
Yeah, I think so. I believe every healing you should careful. Because I saw many healers, they later get really bad sick. So this one definitely will come to you. I think it's really have to careful. I know some people, they do healing. I recommend them to don't do. Because later they get really bad sick. I know a few people, they're really sick now. They used to do healing things. I'm sure you know some people too. So I'm not saying it's all people will get sick or this and that, but it's a lot of things happen.
So sometimes what I hear, people, they get transmission of Reiki or Qigong, and then they almost, they say, this is my practice.
Yeah,
And it always, to me, doesn't feel right, because practices, it's like they don't have the support of, as what you said,
yeah,
right? You
yeah.
visualize as Chen raising,
Yeah.
right? They don't have that support of that, I don't know, lineage of enlightenment. If they are just doing Reiki as themselves and they're not doing any other practices. If they are not practicing any, as we say, like truly enlightened, well, deity.
So they can call the practice because they every day doing something, okay? But this is not the path to the nirvana. Does not become so because they just building some kind of energy. Make sense? That energy is not going to liberate you. So if you say it's that my practice to path to the nirvana is not. That's your profession? Yes, it is. You know, like a nurse practitioner, doctor are practice the what called the medicine, lawyer practice the law, and they become their profession. Then healer is similar like that way. If they said that's their practice, yes, they have right to say that's their practice. But if they misthink, oh, by this I can be reached to the nirvana, I can be free from samsara, that's impossible. So I think that's separate. Make sense? So, I mean, like the Achi and Mahakala, then you can visualize yourself as a them. But normally, every Dharma protector practice, you visualize as a Jagasamo or other deity, like a Cheresi, whatever your deity. Then with that, you should do. But this one is a little bit different. This sadhanas, like Achi, you can visualize yourself as Achi. Because Aji can be guru, Aji can be deity, Aji can be Dharma protector. Yeah, same as a Mahakala. Mahakala can be guru, as I mentioned. Example of those three, holiness as a Mahakalas can say they are connected because the source is the same from the Genesi. Jagasambhava is also same, and Mahakala is also same. They are all the main sources the same. That way, they can be guru, they can be deity, they can be Dharma protector. But other Holy Spirit is not have same ability. Then when you're doing those puja, the Dhammapala, make sure you have stable practice of yourself as a generation of the deity. Within the generation, yourself as a generation of the deity, then perform those rituals, then it's really good. Otherwise, you become, really close to attached to the spirit. Then when you die, you have a really good chance to become their servant. True. Yes.
So with the example of like a healer that can harm themselves through the healing, and I know somebody who was this way, is there a mind that you can go into, let's say, this sadhana, that it actually harms you? I mean, can a Dharma protector become bad for you if you bring to it something that's not right?
This sadhana cannot harm you anything because this Dharma protector is enlightened beings. No matter how close you become, they never will protect you. But another thing is they have a lots of retinue. They are worldly beings. Like Mahakala have a many retinue, they are worldly beings. Aji have a many retinue, they are worldly beings. They can harm you sometime if you're not careful.
So
Or if you're not protected.
Huh?
If you're not protected yourself.
Yes, so you have to be careful around them. For the Mahakala and the Achi, for them, we are like their children. Because all the Buddha and Bodhisattva, for us, they are children. Children, how matter they bad, parent never harm them. They will scold you, they will, shout you, but at the same time, they will protect you. They never abuse you, they never use you, they never, harm you. So enlightened beings, no matter how naughty we are, they never harm us. But a worldly being, when we're not careful, we become a little bit mistake, they get upset easily. Make sense? So they have to be careful. Even Mahakala is the wisdom beings. Mahakala have so many worldly being retinues. They get upset. Like holiness, they are enlightened beings. They are compassionate. Like I know, like our holiness, like Gajaran Rinpoche, they never get upset and they become like that. But some of their around there, some people, they are really, you have to be careful with them. Yeah? Yeah. So that is same like a Patama protector have that issue. Yes.
On this subject, a lot of the sadhanas at the very beginning, they begin with this visualization of shunyata, where, out of emptiness, the deity or a syllable arises. It seems, my question is, if we don't have that as a foundation in some of these practices, then we run the risk of thinking that I am Mahakala, and that would be very close to being delusional, because it would be mistaken, would it not, to kind of think of, ourselves, our characters, as being something that it's not.
Yeah, that is it. You make Mahakala you.
Yeah.
You make Cherisi make you. When you have that kind of attitude, you not become Cherisi. Difference.
Just becomes egotistical.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Mahakala. Yeah. So you make Mahakala, so bring down. You make the wallaby. You make the Cherisi wallaby. So you need that understanding is really important. So otherwise, I am Cherisi.
So, but then you still need that divine pride. So it's not so much that you are Mahakala.
So this is not talking about the you. Kenny is not Cherisi.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's
So,
just
but normally we have this. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm Tsultirm is Cherisi.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm. This is Chakra Sabora. This is we carry on that ordinary I. Then that is not.
Yeah,
So if you don't have understand the Shunya meaning, what he's saying is right.
Yeah.
When you don't understand the Shunya meaning, then you bring to your ordinary other. Oh, I'm Tsultirm is Cherisi. Wow, wonderful.
Yeah, but
So
the
you make the Cherisi you.
Sure. But the right way is Mahakala is here in this samadhi.
Yes. If you understand the meaning of the Shunya, then yes, there's essence is there.
Mhm.
You recognizing that essence. When you recognize that essence, not different.
Would pride play a part in that?
Yeah, pride have lots of different way to pride. So if you have ordinary pride, I'm a wonderful. That's an ego pride.
Egotistical.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But this pride is you believe something that is truly existing, truly who you are.
We need an understanding of emptiness, right?
Yes, that way Shunyata is
Yeah, that's
really
the whole
important.
thing,
Yeah.
I mean, you have to really,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
an understanding,
yeah,
if not a realization
yeah,
of
yeah,
emptiness.
yeah.
Right?
That way Shunyata is really
then-
important.
Then it's your protection.
Yeah.
And it's a little more open.
Yeah.
Okay.
So lots of time, people just when do the sadhana, they rush, blah, 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 until recitation mantra, then they meditate recitation mantra. Actually, you have to take time. First meditate on the empty nature. Then from there to when you get tired, then meditate on the deity yoga. When you from there get tired, meditate on the mantra, recitation mantra. From there to tired, then go to complete dissolution. So beginning start with the completion stage, end with the completion stage. Then every day you practice that way.
If you're practicing with bodhicitta, you don't always have that, right? And
Not always a bodhicitta
I
have
think
two
the
kind of,
bodhicitta
yeah,
has the
yeah,
emptiness. And
yeah.
the
That's called the
compassion and love.
bodhicitta have a two, relative bodhicitta and absolute bodhicitta. So you need that absolute bodhicitta, yeah.
So if you practice then, and I'm not saying to do this, but if you have that practice where you say, I am Mahakala, and you're being egotistical, but Mahakala won't harm you,
No,
then your practice just has no fruit.
yeah, yeah,
Just take it.
yeah,
Try, but
It's,
wouldn't have
it's
tried.
just, you're just spending
yeah,
time.
yeah. You want to become you. Not just only you, you want to become a you, and you want to become a generous you.
You might as well watch TV.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, better than watching TV, actually. You have some kind of imagination. Still kind of there's a way the process. Even just saying the word of the meditation, the chanting, it creates a good merit. So better than watching TV. But it's not perfection. Make sense?
Incorrect.
Yeah, yeah. It's not perfection. Better than doing nothing. Yeah. So that way we said, if you not have a truly, a faith, then just have a fake one. Then two ones come later. So yeah, so through the pretending, one day it become that one.
They say fake it until you make it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but how would you recognize, or what would you recommend for people to see their inner self and recognize?
I think this day,
Egotistical or pride.
this inner nature seeing is a two-way tool. And so one is called the analytical meditation, and one is called the stabilized meditation. These days, stabilized meditation is a little bit difficult. Why? Because most of people are educated. So because you have the education, when somebody said to you, you have to think this way, you said, wait a minute, why I have to think that way? You question always until you get really, confident into your mind, you're never going to follow with that. You need a reason. Why? Because you are an educated one. So for the educated one, it's better to analytical meditation. So analyze. Like for example, what is emptiness? Is it through analyzing? Is it where's you? For example, it's an I. Yeah. So you try to analyze where's you, and just analyze any phenomena in front of you. Analyze where is that phenomenon. It's like you have to analyze this piece by piece. This like this bell? This maybe to say this vajra. This is one or two. What do you think? This one, yeah?
No.
I don't think so.
It's a trick question.
Yeah, there's so many pieces here. How can you say this one?
Many parts.
Yeah. But when you separate these all pieces, it become a vajra or not? No, vajra is not there.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're looking from the far, this one piece. When you come closer, it's no longer one piece. So that is what you have to analyze. When you try to mentally separate the pieces, here how many pieces? This side 5, this side 5, 10 pieces already. Here, that each one you can divide the mini.
All the way down to atoms.
Yeah. So atom, then Nagarjuna said, atom is not partless. Even atom have a part.
Right.
So that is the argument. So that is how phenomena have a not singular. Phenomena have existence of the inherently.
We're independent.
Yeah.
They're interdependent.
They all interdependent. There's no independent.
Right.
Their phenomena, you're not going to find anything independent. Everything's interdependent. Make sense? So that way there's no such things called the existence. So when you have that one, then it's called you see the empty nature.
So in order to achieve that, would you agree with me that you have to have humility and accept suffering.
Yes, you need a humility, you need to accept suffering, and you need to understand, and you need to go through the all kind of like difficulties and get there. Yeah, but it's not more than that actually. You need a good merit, you need a good understand, you need a mindset that is can be, function that can analyze. Those all have to come together. I think merit, understand, and wisdom, and when they all put together, then it can. Because sometimes when you lack of the merit, your mind cannot go there. Make sense? There's obstacle is so thick. Like when weather is so cloudy, you cannot see the mountain. How you analyze the mountain? So when our merit is negative, it's really heavy. Our mind is clouded like that. Then we have no ability to analyze on that. Make sense? But right now you may think, oh, that is impossible. We always have this aware mind because we have human body, human mind. That way we have this. If you try to compare to the other beings, then our mind is much sharper. Yeah. So that way, can say in ornament of the Mahayana Sutra, there's one text called in that sutra. Three cause nation for the realization of the emptiness. So first one said, please the Buddha. How to please the Buddha? You can offer to the Buddha. You can, have compassion toward to the sentient being, please the Buddha. So many ways to you please the Buddha. Okay, so I that one that. And the second one is he said accumulation of the merit and wisdom. Second cause. Third one is meditating on the non-conceptual wisdom. Thought, non-conceptual thought. These three are the cause of realization of emptiness. So we sanje ramyenje sona yishi choros shola mindo yishi ne kechi tene tambardos. I don't have exactly a word, but this is an ornament of the Mahayana Sutra. One chapter mentioned about the three causes of true realization of the absolute bodhicitta.
Pleasing the Buddha.
Pleasing the Buddha, education of merit and wisdom, and meditation on the non-conceptual thought. So through that too, meditation on the non-conceptual thought is as the same I said, you have to analyze.
Is that analyzing more like the Madhyamaka path?
Similar like that.
Similar like that?
Yeah. So for the in the Mahamudra in the Madhyamika, many times they mention the two way to reach to the emptiness, with the two way to meditate on the emptiness. One is called the analytical meditation, and one is the stabilized meditation. But analytical meditation need to stabilize. Stabilized meditation need the analytical. Like every Mahamudra instruction, they some degree of analytical there. They make you what called the analyzing your mind. Yes, your mind is what color? Your mind is what shape? Your mind is inside or outside? Your mind is sitting or moving. There are so many ways to analyze. Even that is a part of the stabilized meditation. You have to have analytical. But analytical also you have to have stabilized, because only analyzing, you're not going to rest the mind. Make sense? You need both.
This is where I get caught up, Khenpo, because I thought, well, I'm not gonna say I thought, I've had teachings from different masters, whatever, that talked about catching the gap between thoughts, because you want to catch that point of being in that place of non-conceptual thought.
Yeah.
So where I get caught up is,
So if I'm sitting on my R's trying to do meditation, do I go for that gap? Or do I sit and then start analyzing, which it's all concepts?
Right.
It's all concepts, so I'm stuck in concepts instead of trying to catch the non-conceptual gap. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get stuck, so I end up spinning my wheels. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Where do I go? Right? So.
No, this what it's saying is when catch the and then between thought is between these two, there's one gap. It's a really tiny gap. This gap is you will see when you're sleeping. When you go to sleep, you will see that one. There's a really small gap. What from the awake to sleep, between there is a one short time, and this gap is you will see when you die. Most of us couldn't recognize that one. Make sense? Because we couldn't recognize it, it's passed away. Then your rest of you, what you say is just not on the gap, no longer. You move on the conceptual. So recognizing that gap, when you try to see that, understand, recognize that gap at the beginning, it's really pretty much not going to stay there. But then slowly, when you practice, it becomes that gap, it's become, yeah, it's even not become bigger, but you recognizing that one. Like, for example, if you don't know that person, when that person is went fast, quick, you just only see the one person gone. Sometimes even not see that one, you know. Then, but when you that person really well, even you see the glimpse, you recognize immediately. Oh, this one, CJ is work this way, yeah, because I already knew the CJ, so I don't need to see the long time CJ did. Oh, CJ is here. Just glimpse can recognize. So you have to understand the meaning, and you through that to then when you know, and whenever you see, try to see that one, and you one day you will recognize that one. So right now we're not recognizing that one. Problem is that way this monkey mind is come. So it's just try to bring in that gap. Not sleeping, not awake, not conceptual, not totally, lost, not past, not future. So that gap is really tiny. So some people who practice whole life, at the time of the death, when they see that small gap, immediately recognizing, and they can stay on that state. We don't have that experience. We never practice that one. That way, it's difficult. So when you said I have to recognize that gap, you're really far from that gap. Because you said I have to recognize that gap. Yeah, where's that gap? You destroy that gap. So it's no longer there. Yeah.
Well, it's not so much disappear because what it is
Destroyed.
You because of your concept.
Yeah, you destroyed.
Brought that concept.
Yeah,
which
like when water is really calm, you see, then you say, "Oh, this is really calm." Then you put the finger, and then immediately gone. So you no longer see that one. Yeah, something like that. Can we go a little bit on the text? I'm sorry. Okay. So she said, arranging Amrita, Rakta, Torma, and Sergim altar. So arrange Amrita. So normally we arrange like alcohol.
We usually take it at 3:30.
It's up to us. It's up to us.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
So good.
It's okay. I'm not going to kill you.
Time is money.
Yeah, time is money.
Time is money.
Hurry.
Yeah. Amrita is to talk about that. Basically, you just arrange the alcohol, something. Sometimes I arrange alcohol. Sometimes I arrange the black tea. Because in this one is each deity is a little bit different. Each protector. In Tibet we have the oracle. The oracle, the one person come all the spirit one by one. And some drink alcohol, some only drink milk, some only drink what called tea. Really, they are all different.
That's for Amrita or Prata, like tea or alcohol.
Yeah, he love alcohol.
Is Amrita or Prata?
It's both.
Amrita and Raka,
Yeah,
black tea or alcohol?
Yeah. Then Torma is a Belinda. And also, like I mentioned, because he couldn't stay 33 guard room because he really missed the meat. So the lots of times saying it's a meat with the, Torma with the meat. So I think he liked things like that. So I don't know, it's sufficient or not, but
So traditionally in Tibet, what do they do for the korma?
Torma is made by Tsamba.
Oh, so some no meat then.
Yeah, there's some of the Radpul one is we put the red color.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, that's a sign of meat. Yeah, because meat is, I don't know. And Sirkim on altar. Sirkim is Sirkim is to talk about the gold and alcohol. This is, I think, happened in Tibet. I heard one story. Tibetan king, when Tibetan monarchy is disappeared, collapse, that there's two sons. One is a really royal blood. One is the queen powerful. She said, this is my child. So lots of people, common people don't support on that one. And they really want to support the royal blood one. But the queens, the child, that one is supported by all the ministers. That way Tibetan monarchy is a collapse. So when he was kind of have nowhere to go, he was not sure where he should go. So his deity told him, tonight put in the gold, in the cup, gold and sirgim, alcohol, gold and alcohol. That was the sirgim, mean the sir mean the gold, kim mean the alcohol, drink, particularly alcohol, and said, you put that one tonight, tomorrow we'll show the answer. So when tomorrow come, he saw the 3 peaches. Actually, that peaches come from the west of Tibet, in India. West of Tibet is called the Lada area. So then later he found out, so he moved the royal, in this Mount Kailash area. So his family lineage invited Adisha. So people who invited Adisha was his grandchildren. They invited Adisha, okay? So the Sirgim is happened from there. Then Tibetans start offering to the spirit this. So lots of this called the Sirgim, there's a plate we put. Lots of they have actually gold there inside. So you can use as a gold plate or sometimes gold piece gold there, but then basically it's in the pot you put in the alcohol for those spirit. They drink that one. So it's something like that. Okay, those are arranged. So when you're home, you can maybe put alcohol and some fruit and some cookies or whatever you can arranging, because the torma is I think maybe not necessarily have to have. So just put any kind of food offerings, I think. And especially these deities, they don't have this like not allowed to have garlic and onion and things like that. Yeah. So it's okay, any kind of recommend, because this is the highest yoga tantra. Yeah, like medicine Buddha and the Naga, and those are really have to be careful. And actually also when you do the local spirit practice like a smoke offering, you have to be really careful. They get upset easily if you do wrong things. Really, like small offering, local spirit torma, and those you should do carefully. Try to not mix everything. Okay, but this one is one as a Mahakala is in Latin beings. High Chakra Sambhavara, so highest yoga tantra. So that way it's not really much different. They have a kind of one tasteness. For them, they are not really this kind of discrimination. they reach to the one tasteness. So that way they're not going to have that much bother. So it's not recommend of avoiding of the black food. I think, yeah. Okay, so then here said Namo. Which is a funny is in the translation they didn't use that one. No, Namo is have to use that one. Namo is a pay homage. Namo means the pay homage. Pay homage, there's a many different way to pay homage. So body pay homage, speech pay homage, mind pay homage. So this is a body pay homage. We have like a, touching to the feet or bowing down or joining hand, many way to pay homage, body. And in speech pay homage, we chanting the praise. Chanting the praise is called the speech pay homage. And mind pay homage is developing the devotion. So this body, speech, mind have to pay homage. Namo means the pay homage. Okay. So basically saying is your body, speech, mind must show respect. Like yesterday we talked, be humble. Why is humbleness is important? Humility. Yeah, humility. So if you want to receive, you have to be that way. Because if you show that you're arrogant, you show that you're proud, then you will never receive any blessings. So that way, Namo is showing us your pay respect, pay homage, your respect, your being humbleness. So I think here the meaning is that one. But then also Namo have lots of different meanings. But this one is specifically talking about the paying respect. Namo means the pay respect. To whom you pay respect, to whom you you do offering prostration, body, speech, mind, and it said, until I attain the enlightenment, I go for refuge to the root and lineage Lama and the three jewel and Hirukas. So you take a refuge to the root and lineage Lamas. Root. In the Vajrayana, root Lama. Who is your root Lama?
The first one who showed me the teachings.
Not necessarily. Nature the mind.
There's three ways to show the root Lama. There's many different ways to root Lamas in the Vajrayana. Who give you the empowerment, that is one root Lama. Who give you the transmission is not same as what this day people think. This day people think transmission means just read. Yeah. Transmission is talking about the explaining, teaching, make sure you understood. Then that is a second root Lama. And third one is oral instruction. Oral instruction is pointing you how to practice that what you understood. So transmission is not same as what we think. Lots of people saying, "Oh, can you give me the reading transmission?" That is maybe part of the transmission, but actually, really transmission when it comes to the empowerment transmission on oral instructions of empowerment is giving you the initiation. Okay, transmission is giving teaching to make sure you understood, make you understand. Then instruction is to give you how to practice. It's a Tibetan called the tea. So tea means like when you take to the children to the market, what do you do? Hold hand and take. So tea means that one. The guru's responsibility is that one. These days, lots of people taking, accepting. And when somebody said, "Can you be my guru?" He said, "Yes, sure." But it's not easy to say yes. Because guru's responsibility is until this is from the child of the ordinary being to until reach to the, 10 bhumi, have responsibility by taking that one, tea mean that one. Until they understand the completely practice. So Wong Lung Ki, Tibetan. Wong means the empowerment, Lung means the transmission, Ki means the instruction. Okay, so in the Vajrayana, this is Vajrayana language. When you receive the empowerment, that's one guru, root guru. When you receive the transmission of instruction or the teachings, the explanation. That's the second guru. Then third one is instruction. Instruction is giving you step by step how to practice, how to chant, how to visualize, how to recite, when is recite, what to morning, what to evening, what to break, when break. Those all detail have to explain. That's called the T, oral instruction. So,
Are we doing the long now? Is this long?
No,
oh,
no,
Yes.
it's a Tibetan, no?
yeah. For me, if you come full, then when I'm reading, it's become a transmission. If you just only come today, then I have to read the later. I will read, but I'm not giving room right now. So, I'm talking about the meaning of the transmission really mean. But this day, Lung mean that just read. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I received the Lung. Actually, true meaning is not that one. Lung is something you understood. Yeah. Then once you understood, but it's not same as how to practice. Then giving you the step by step how to practice called the T, oral instruction. So these three because those three is called the three root gurus. You can have three root gurus, or you can have one guru that you receive all those three. Make sense? So this root guru is originally come from because that guru played the root of enlightenment. Make sense? That whatever bring you to the Buddhahood or enlightenment, that is called the root. So root virtue, root of blessings. All this is root is talking about that bring to the fruition. If tree have a root, will bring the fruit. Christmas tree have no root, so that way it even looks beautiful, but there's no fruit. Yeah, when the root is cut, no fruit is no longer hope. So when you have a root, that fruit will come. So root is talking about the root that give you the fruit of a Buddhahood. So where root guru, root of the virtue, and all those is that they're talking about the path to the enlightenment, bring the root of enlightenment. So that way the root guru is there's according to the Vajrayana, there's three different kind of root guru who give you the empowerment, guru who give you the oral instruction, and guru who give you the transmissions. These three.
And they can point out the nature of the mind.
Yeah, so
That's
oral
what the
instruction,
wisdom, yeah.
oral instruction. That's the same as a
right.
point to the nature of a mind, step by step. Yeah, so when you receive that one, then when you see that one, nature of a mind, and that's becoming your root guru. So when those three, who give the empowerment, who give the transmission, who give the oral instruction, who's the highest one is who give you the oral instruction. Because without the empowerment and transmission, no one can give you the oral instruction. Oral instruction for the recipient oral instruction, you must have to have a empowerment and transmission. Make sense? Yeah. So you have to receive the empowerment. You have to understand that you can practice. So that way, root is that one. And those three, all three can call the root guru. Okay, but then ultimately root guru means the somebody point your nature of mind, and from whom you have a direct realization of nature of mind, that's your root guru. Like a Marba, he had a direct realization of the nature of mind from the Naroba. But then later he went to Mitiba. He reached to the eighth bhumi from Mitiba's Mahamud teaching. But still he always said, my root guru, mainly Naroba. After that, Mitiba. He always put the Naroba as always a force.
That nature of mind, is that the first movie?
Yeah. So that way this root guru is have to do with the Vajrayana language. And because a lot of people, somebody he give you the refugee vow saying my root guru. I mean, one way can say that one because they're playing the root of the seed. But this is not really Vajrayana. This is not common language. In the Sudra, Vinaya, because the refugee vow belong to the Vinaya basket. In the Vinaya, they never use that language, root guru. They use as a Khenpo and master. Who give you the vow is called the Khenpo. Who give you the instruction is called the master. Vinaya only use that too. Lobun. Yeah. So so it's not Vinaya language. Yeah, technically, but of course, whoever give you the refuge will bring you to the path to the nirvana. So you can say that plant the seed of nirvana on me from this master. So this is my root guru. You can say, because that's the most important, that person who bring you to the dharma. Yeah. Okay, so I go for refuge, the root. Then lineage lama mean that like person who, that person is not born like a, naturally without any kind of source. That person, your root guru have his own root guru. That root guru have their own root guru. That root guru is go beyond until reach to the Buddha, Shakyamuni. The source is come from Shakyamuni. Everything is Vajrayana, Mahayana, Hinayana, everything comes from the Shakyamuni. So until Shakyamuni, that lineage is called the lineage guru. Make sense? Root and lineage mean each one have their own lineage. Each empowerment have their own lineage. Each deity have their own lineage. Sometimes maybe you receive all of them from one. Sometimes you have different one. So it's the knowing of the lineage. Lineage is talking about the source. Is authentic or not?
It's unbroken, right?
Yeah. So also it's to try to make sure that it's authentic, not made up by someone.
Right.
Because if someone made up like that, then you cannot trust on that. So the lineage is basically showing that way. So that is important, lineage. So that way here said root and lineage guru. Like Milarepa, Marba, those are our lineage guru, but not root guru. Because we never met them. Okay. Then said 3 jewels, talk about the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Here, what is different for the practice in the Vajrayana is that when you practice in that the deity, you have to see that deity as a 3 jewels. Like here, Mahakala. Mahakala's body is a guru. Yeah, Mahakala's speech is a deity. Mahakala's mind is a Dakinis. Or you can say Mahakala's body is a Sarva. Mahakala's speech is Dharma. Mahakala's mind is Buddha. 3 jewels or 3 roots.
Or the 3 kayas.
Yeah, so Mahakala's body is in Nirmana Kaya, speech is Sambhoga Kaya, mind is a Dharma Kaya. So it's either way, 3 Kaya, 3 jewels, 3 roots is inseparable. It's called the deity as a guru or deity is called the Kundi Nubulu. It means the compounded of everything, jewel family. Everything within one this. So you have to take refuge on that, So if you want to be detailed, and here you want to take time, first visualize in front of you, Mahakala. Above the Mahakala, you visualize it as all the Chakra Above the Chakra you visualize all the lineage guru. Then you take refuge to them. They are the root, 3 roots. Yeah. You can take refuge, or you can visualize it as the Mahakala as an embodiment of the 3 jewel, 3 root, and 3 kaya, and surrounded by all the Buddha and Bodhisattva in space. Then you take refuge to them. So this is called the object to take refuge. You need some kind of object to take refuge. When you're practicing this one, so you can visualize in that one. And Hirukas. Hiruka is talking about the Chakra. And or Hiruka is talking about the Mahakala himself. Mahakala Asa, root and lineage guru, Mahakala Asa, Yidam deity of the 3 jewels, Mahakala Asa, Hiruka himself. So they are manifest as a form of Hiruka. All of them are manifest form of Hiruka. So you can visualize Mahakala himself, or you can visualize it as a Chakra. here. I think better using Chakasambhara as a hiruka to object to the field of refuge in here. Because remember in the empowerment also, when you receive the empowerment, so according to the Chakasambhara Tantra, so how you visualize it, if the Chakasambhara visualize it, according to the Chakasambhara Tantra, then Chakasambhara is Buddha. Okay, he have a seed syllable and mantra, Chakasambharas. That's Dharma. And the Vajaviraha and all the 4 Dagini, they are Sangha. From the Chakasambhara mandala. If you visualize the Chakasambhara mandala, 3 jewel visualize it this way. Chakasambhara, Hiruka himself as the Buddha. All the mantra, root, essence, and very essence mantra, all of them include the seed syllable. All of them are Dharma. And Dakini are the Sangha. If you read the Chakasambhara Tantra, they mention 3 jewels that way. So when you see that one, then you can visualize it as those like a 3 jewel mean here. 3 jewel mean, if you visualize it as a field of refuge, as a Chakasambhara, 3 jewel mean Buddha mean the Chakasambhara. Dharma mean the mantra, seed syllable, root mantra, essence mantra, very essence mantra. Then Sangha mean the Dakinis, Vajavarahi and all 4 regions. They are Sangha according to the Chakasambhara. So here, since we say Hiruka, then you can visualize in that way. I think this is more healthy because empowerment also, like visualizing, we receive in the actually empowerment from the Chakasambhara. Remember, we visualize in that one. Normally, when we receive the visualizing empowerment of any empowerment, you visualize the 5 Buddha family. But here, this empowerment is you visualizing the Chakasambhara as an empowerment deity. So you can visualize it as a refuge object, also Chakasambhara mandala. Above the Chakasambhara mandala, and you visualize all the guru, lineage guru. Yeah, then surrounded by the Buddha and Bodhisattva, and like a cloud, the space is like a cloud, completely filled with those deities. Then they become an object to take refuge. Then, of course, if you go to more detail, then you visualize your right side is your father, left side is your mother, front is your enemy, behind the 6 colors of beings. Then everyone doing a prostration and taking refuge and chanting refuge prayer together. All basically every sentient being taking refuge with you. To defeat the demon and attain the perfect enlightenment, I will practice the Mahakala and wrathful blood drinkers. So main purpose of why you want to practice here, as a true purpose. Defeat the demons. Here, demon is talking about the evil beings. Evil being who cannot tame by peacefully, they have to tame by the wrathfully. Yeah. Citizen who not listen peacefully, then they have to go under the punishment with the police. But that's wrathful. I always think the police are wrathful. Protector. They come bring with a weapon. It's scary, actually, So wrathful is that. But the police not come that form as a would because of their evil. They just want to protect. Yeah.
Khenpo, in America, if you are, it looks like you are doing something right. When a cop approaches you, well, normally, right? First, they walk by, they make themselves visible. If you don't stop, right, if stuff continues, they approach you.
Yeah.
And like talk to you nicely, sort of letting you know. If after that you do not say, oh, sorry, and retrieve, then they interact.
Yeah. So that is a first people will try to tame you. You know, it's the same as Buddhism, you know. So only wrathful is a manifest when cannot tame by the peace. So that is, I think, similar to what you just said. Yeah. Okay, so this one is a both refuge and bodhicitta. Okay, so basically said defeat the demons is mean the evil beings, you know, and why you want to defeat them? What is the purpose of defeating? You know, you not destroying them. Defeat. When you defeat them, they will listen to you. Now they are under your control. Now you can show them the path. What path is it? Said to the perfect enlightenment.
Did you say subdue?
Yeah, subdue. Yeah, I think.
Like
Yeah,
Rinpoche had
yeah,
said
yeah,
that,
yeah,
like,
yeah. Then they took over. Something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Translation.
No, it's just they use that word. They use that one.
Defeat?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But
But meaning is a subdue. Yeah, meaning is a
Subdue.
subdue. Yeah.
They no longer have power.
Yeah. When you subdue, actually first defeat them. When you defeat them, then you know they become a powerless, then you know how to subdue them. If you read the Guru Rinpoche's story, they're not just only just you know, they went through so much challenge.
Fight.
Yeah, fight. So then one day, you know, they lost. Then they said, "Okay, I give up." Okay, I surrender. Yeah, I surrender. So here, it is a really short preliminary practice. This one only show these two, you know, and some little bit detail. Then there's one I called Sabalam offering. You know, generate. There's two way to accumulate the merit also, or called the accumulation of the merit with the fuel, a pure fuel. Yeah, accumulation of merit with pure field and accumulation of merit with an impure field. So what is the accumulation of merit with the pure field? See, you like with Sabalam offering. So front of you visualizing the mandala of the deity, Buddha and Bodhisattva, and you offering with the Sabalam, prostration, confess, rejoice, request, those all Sabalam offering. That's called the accumulation merit with the pure field, because you offering to the all Buddha and Bodhisattva, they are pure. Then second one is called the accumulation merit with the impure field as a meditation on the four immeasurable: love, compassion, joy, equanimity. Toward to the sentient beings. Sentient beings are impure. Make sense? So this way to accumulation merit. But this one is I think basically really concise. So that way the preliminary is only short one. Yeah, because this first taking refuge as a, I think basic, you can say, fundamental motivation of the Buddhism, which is the renunciation. Yeah, show the path. Then second one is a generative bodhicitta. So when you say the generative bodhicitta and Sabalam offering for immeasurable, all is a part of that. So when we concise mean that it's only mention the short way, it doesn't mean that they are not included. Because when you generate a bodhicitta, they have a training of the aspiration bodhicitta and training of the action bodhicitta. So through the training of the aspiration bodhicitta and training of the action bodhicitta, you accumulate the merit with the 6 paramita and Sabalam offering. Those all is included there when said bodhicitta. Make sense? Yeah, because once you took the refuge bodhicitta, you have to maintain them. How to maintain them? Say through the training. What are the training as a practice of 6 paramita, for example? So this is even not mentioned as have to be included there. Sabalam offering for immeasurable, all of them. So those are part of the accumulation merit and wisdom. Because without the accumulation merit and wisdom, you're not going to have a realization of emptiness. Yeah, so that is more we accumulate the merit, we become closer to the emptiness. Why is it? Because we don't need to realize the emptiness. Empty nature is within us, but it's covered with a defilement. So through the accumulation, it making lighter defilement, less and less. So through the lots of accumulation of merit, and we're reducing those all negative obscurations, then light is coming out. Like you don't need to do any kind of like in charge of the sun bright morning. Sun is always naturally bright. But because between the sun and us, the earth is come, that we show the sun is gone behind the earth, can say. So that way we become a dark. So this is a thick of that, between there. So that is same as our negative karma, obscuration. They kind of like cover this true nature. So if you want to see that true nature, you need to accumulate the great merit and wisdom. More you accumulate the great merit and wisdom, you become closer to that nature. So it's just like the more you remove the blanket, lights come closer. Yeah. So this reason, this just some people think, oh, this is just preliminary, not important. I believe, what kind of preliminary you have, that kind of practice you become practitioner. If your preliminary is really shaky, your practice is becoming shaky. Like house, when your foundation is not good, no matter how great house built, maybe sometime before the complete, it's going to fall down. Yeah. So I think these two, taking refuge and generating bodhicitta, as a part of those all teachings, other things also including there, all the preliminary. And these days we have a want to practice. Actually, want to practice is not a part of particular way to separate. It's a part of the daily yoga practice. But then later they separate it. So like for example, Jagasambhara deities, they are called the common preliminary practice and uncommon preliminary practice. You can see that along sadhana, all of them. Common preliminary practices are taking refuge, generating bodhicitta, meditating on the four immeasurables. This is called the common preliminary practice because this is common to the Mahayana and Sudra traditions, common to both Sudra and Tantra. Sudra and Tantra, both common. Taking refuge, generating bodhicitta, meditation on the four immeasurable. They are common. Uncommon preliminary practices is willow protection, purification, like Vajrasattva, Guru Yoga, and called the self empowerment. So those are uncommon, only Vajrayana practice. So called the uncommon preliminary practice. So when you look those way, all the mantra is there. So this even this short, one page, only four stanza, four word, yeah. It's all the 4 lines. Even this is 4 lines. It means that included all the common and uncommon preliminary practice, everything within this one.
Uncommon purification, Guru Yoga.
Will of protection.
Will of protection?
Yeah, like in the Chakrasambhava, you say like Vajra tent, Vajra fire, Vajra ground, canopy, all this is will of protection.
You're building the mandala.
Yeah.
Mandala
Yeah.
of the tantric dating. Okay.
Okay, so that's that.
Yeah.
So 3 uncommon or 4 uncommon? So
4 uncommon.
layers of protection, purification, Guru Yoga, and deity practice?
No, then it's self-empowerment.
Self-empowerment.
Yeah.
The self-empowerment is different from the Guru Yoga. That's the
It's similar. Empowerment is the same, but you have to, this is its own, also there's own empowerment.
Oh,
Deity.
oh,
Yeah.
So that's when Rinpoche says preparing to give empowerment, that's what he does to enhance his self-empowerment. He builds the layers of protection, he does purification.
Yes, those all is there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what the Lama does.
yeah. Yeah. Particularly Lama recitation, he transformed himself as a deity. And he, when he transformed on the transform, including there's a will of protection, everything there. Then once he transformed that deity, then he receive himself the empowerment from the deity. Then after that, when he everything done, then he give to the or within your practice, you go through that all. Everyday practice like Jagar Sambhara, you have to do that one. Yeah.
And then common, refuge, bodhicitta.
For immeasurable. For immeasurable. 3. According to the Chakra Sambhara, only 3 common.
And 7 branch prayers does not count as common.
This is in the part of the bodhicitta.
Oh.
Yeah. So when you're talking about the bodhicittas, those all. Yeah.
Is the Tsultirm branch the action bodhicitta part?
This can say that way. Yeah. So like when we receive it every time, they have those part of that. That's the pages. I mean, each one is a little bit different. What I said here, common and uncommon, is according to the Chakra Sambhara Tantra. Maybe other Tantra, like Kala Chakra, He Bhajar, maybe a little bit different. So I just example of, according to the Chakra Sambhara, the Chakra Sambhara Tantra mentioned this way. It's not necessarily everyone is the same. Each deity have a little bit different requirement. But basic things are all same. Common preliminary practice is important. Preliminary practice is important. Or the basic things are all same, but slice a little bit different. Some have certain things extra, some don't have. Yeah, yeah. Then here, Shuneda Gyanam Beza. Subhava Atma Koham. This is a completion stage. Actually, in here said Om Shuneda Janabeza Sumao Atma Koham. Some texts you see the Om Subhashida Sarvadama Subhashidaham. But then sometimes have a symbol just A. Those are same, meaning is the same. In the Vajrayana, I mean Sanskrit language, their word, singular word have no meaning. So A is a symbol of that one. No meaning as a sign of emptiness. One said A. The A is a really symbol A. They don't have a small A, they don't have a small circle, just A. Because if you have a circle and or small A, it's not A singular. It has a long A, and other syllable there. So that is showing us a same meanings, emptiness. Shunyeta, shunya means the 0. Yeah. Gyan Bezar, Gyan means the wisdom. Vajra means the undestructible wisdom. So what is the undestructible? That shunya is. No one can destroy the shunya. Or no one can divide the shunya. Atma Koham means my nature is that one. My nature is that emptiness, that shunya. So this is a completion stage. Why this is necessary? I think many reasons this have to happen here. One, in the Vajrayana, whatever you do practice have to be union. When you practice in the generation stage, union with the completion stage. When you practice in the completion stage, with the union with the generation stage. You cannot do singular practice. Always be kind of like support each other. This always called the union. I think one is that one. Two is I think One is two is this. I think my understand. I never heard this from anyone, but my perception, my conceptual. I believe this way. We have this conceptual of grasping on the existing long time. Yeah, we don't know the beginning when it starts. It's called the beginningless. Because this conception is so long, it become so solid, it become real. When you're thinking someone, some things, and you think always that one day it become that way. Make sense? So because of this, our grasping on the existence of the phenomena and the world is become now solid to us. It's not solid, but right now it's solid.
It appears.
Yes, appearing to us,
Right.
it's a solid. Yeah, appearing to the Milareba is not solid. He have no problem to walking through it. Make sense? So we created this solidness for many lifetimes, habitual tendency. Through that habitual tendency, and we build a habit to habit after habit. So this is called addicted. Grasping on the addicted, give it up is not easy. Like people addicted with the smoking, addicted with the drinking, and they have a hard time to give up. Not easy. Sometimes people person who don't have the addiction, and they said they should give up. It's not easy. Yeah, because we have this addiction of the grasping on the existing. And when Bodhisattva and Bodhisattva said, come, you should give up that one. That's not real. This is illusion. You're not going to be, yeah, but, it's not easy to, yeah. Yeah, all phenomena are truly illusion. But we couldn't see that illusion. For us, it's become solid. Why? Because of the habitual tendency. That habit make not real is real. Habit make the not solid as a solid. So this have to break. Need a strong antidote. So this is the strong antidote of the completion stage before the generation stage. Why generation stage need the support of completion stage? Because if you don't have a completion stage with the generation stage, then generation stage is become like earlier we talking about. You try to make the genesis you. Yeah. You transform in genesis you. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I'm genesis. Yeah, because we have this strong sense of I existent. I Tsultirm Tenzin is here. Now become a jealousy. So this is never let go of that grasping of the existence of our identity. Within that, then you basically he said, oh, jealousy become me. Yeah. So
it's
need
just recalling emptiness right from the start.
This is have to break that solidness. How to break? You need a item, bomb. Yeah, that bomb is you need a bomb. The solid is destroyed through this. Then finally you can transform, because from this to you understood the illusion. Until you understand the illusion, you have no chance to transform into the deity from this ordinary body to the deity. When everything is illusion, then anything is possible. So phenomena are illusion. That way change comes. If phenomena are not illusion, never change. If our life put on sometimes you do the video camera, like a long video, put short time.
Time lapse.
Time lapse.
Then you see the change comes. But right now we couldn't see our change coming. Then one day come the gray hair said, oh, I have gray hair. How come this one? We have difficulty to accept. But that is not come overnight. It's really come slowly. You couldn't see that one. Why is it changing that slow every day, every single moment changing? Because it's an illusion. If it's a solid, it will never change. Phenomena are illusion. We couldn't see that one. We're not recognizing. Our problem is that we couldn't see that one. Make sense? So if that's all phenomena are not illusion, why you need to renovate your house? Why you need to go to see the doctor? Why you need to repair your car? Must be stay new all time.
Illusion's a challenging word for us, and probably was it impermanence is probably easier.
So illusion is a truth that is not challenged. It's not real. It's a solid. It's not illusion. Illusion means like a non-existent, just appearance. Yeah. So it's just illusion. Phenomena are illusion, but for us, really difficult to see that one. So this is a try to see the phenomena as illusion. Until you see the phenomena as an illusion, transformation for the ordinary to the becoming deity is really difficult. So you have to meditate on this, Shuneta, or so you can meditate with the analytical meditation, or you can meditation on the stabilized meditation. Stabilized meditation is just follow to the Guru's instruction and 100% believe on that and do that one. You know, if you truly have a belief in your Guru, you have no doubt. Like I have no doubt on the what called Naroba have no doubt for the Tiluva. Whatever he said, he did that one. Not just only about the Dharma. Tiluva said, if somebody is really like, follow me, he can jump from here. Naroba never hesitate. Naroba never thought why I'm jumping. Said, this is my Guru's word, I have to jump. So do you have that kind of a trust and faith through your Guru? Yeah? Then just a little bit educated is better. If you have that kind of confidence in your Guru, you don't need to learn anything. Just receive that direct instruction, focus on that, meditate on that. Yeah? Basically, you have, for the meditation, for the practice, you have to have free from doubt. Free from doubt from your own understanding, or free from doubt from the trust on the Guru. That is the key of a meditation. If you doubt with the meditate on that with the doubt, nothing work. So this analytical meditation and what called stability meditation is a based on the what kind of condition you are. So that way earlier I said, since we are educated people, all have a great education, have a hard time to stabilize meditation. Because we all love to ask questions. Why, Rinpoche, this is such and such this way? Why, Khenpo, why this is this? We always ask the question. Why? Because we have intelligence. We're using our intelligence. If you want to use your intelligence, make sure you understood correctly. Until you understand, never let the rest of your Guru ask question, discuss with. And the Guru's job is to give answer until you understand. Yeah?
Why does it say here, wrathful blood drinker? In Vajrakilayam sadhana, there is also blood drinking liars.
Yeah,
Why blood
blood is a symbol of like when they kill the human, they drink the blood. So this is also another way. It's a blood drinker is called the Dewachimbo, great bliss. Yeah.
So blood symbolizes bliss?
Yeah. So, but this one is like a symbol of the wrathful. Wrathful is called the destroying the enemies.
But that's what Haruka means, right? It's a blood drinker.
Yeah. So it's just name of the wrathful. Wrathful's practice, there's 4 enlightened activities: pacifying, magnetize, increasing, wrathfuls. What does the pacifying activity mean?
That's what it was.
Peaceful.
Yeah,
Peaceful.
not just peaceful. Increase your lifespan, increase your merit, and increasing
Realization. Or
increase the power. Sisu Wanda gave. No. Oh, sorry. Pacifying means the pacifying of the harm, sickness, and spirit harm. Pacifying from the evil spirit, pacifying the sickness, and pacifying the harm. That's called the pacifying activities. Mean the pacifying them, make peace with that. Okay, increasing activity mean that increasing your lifespan, increasing your wealth, increasing your merit. Okay, then magnetize activities.
Control.
Magnetize activities, see, like bringing to you, controlling. Magnetize the human, magnetize the spirit, and magnetize the God. So what purpose of a magnetize mean? So because, no, not just control. That way you can lead them, you can guide them.
Attract.
Yeah, attract them.
Attract.
Yeah, magnetize mean.
Mhm.
Wrathful activity mean the kill, cut, and bury. So that is a wrathful activity mean. So when kill, cut, bury mean the involve of the bloodshed. Yeah, so that way they call the blood drinker.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's just a symbol of wrathful. Blood drinker mean. So that way you see the like Vajrayogini and many of those like Mahakala, their skull cup full of blood. That's a form of
does it symbolize being wrathful towards your delusions or something? I mean, could it be that?
no, there's wrathful of destroying the evilness. So blood is not like a really blood or talking. You kill your evil. The sign of you when you kill your evil. So like when cut your head, blood come out. So when you cut the evil head of the evil, not necessarily lose your life, but this symbol of that is blood. Yeah. So there's a lot of different meaning, pure meanings in this one, but it's not necessarily like they have an addiction with the drinking blood. It's not same as a vampire. So this is a sign of wrathful activities. Okay. So then Shunyata Jnana. Shunyata means the emptiness. Jnana means the wisdom. Like we said, Sanskrit said Jnana. What Chinese said this one? Jan? Yeah, from that to it become a Zen. When come to the Chan, yeah? Yeah, so Yan is becoming China Chan. And when come to the Japan, it's becoming Zen. Yeah. So word just pronunciation change. Meaning is the same. It's talking about the Yan. That's the meaning of the Yan and Zen is the same. Yes, wisdom, calmness, understanding. So that one. That is still like undestructible. That word Vajra. Vajra means the undestructible. Atma is your nature of mind. Oham is I am that nature. This is not same meaning as a Hindu. They describing Atma. Yeah, it's different. But the funny part is that nowadays, if you receive the Hindu instruction on the Atma, they talk like same as Buddha nature. Really, I was listening one time, So I think this is just their perspectives change. Now when they talk about the Atma, they never talk as a solid, singular, and existent, and this is they talk as a like nature of mind. So that is the nature of mind. Is I am that nature. I'm inseparable with this. So you have to meditate on the completion stage here, on the empty nature. So this one, the same meaning is he said phenomena and their reality. So phenomena mean that all the what we see. So, phenomena is reality mean that it's nature. Dharma and Dhammadhatu. Dhatu. Same. Dharma and Dhammadhatu. Dharma mean the phenomena, Dhatu mean the in nature. Yeah. So when you recognize it, it's natural. When you're not recognizing it, it's become a phenomena. Yeah. So the reality is the phenomena of the subject and object all transform into the clear light of emptiness. So here, clear light of emptiness, luminosity. What is a clear light of emptiness mean? It's not become nothingness. And not same as empty, like a Heart Sutra said, no form, no sound, no smell, no taste. It's not saying there's nothing. What you see is no form. What you hear is no sound, no sound. Can you understand that? In the Heart Sutra, when said no form, no sound, no smell, it's not saying it's there's no form. That way you don't see. What you see is no form.
And form is emptiness, emptiness.
Yes,
Form.
yeah,
Right.
that way.
Kind of thing.
So that way you not take that literally when we say emptiness.
Right.
Emptiness is not just saying it's there nothing. Because lots of people have this conceptual of when talking about the emptiness means there is nothing. That then make them build fears. Oh, I become a nothing. What could happen? If
It's not really a good translation for shunyata.
Yeah.
Emptiness.
Yeah.
Normally you think of nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
And one Indian professor said, we cannot divide one. You cannot divide one, yeah? Nagarjuna divide the zero. That is what Shuneda. Yeah.
Because emptiness
Yeah.
is form.
Yeah. Also, another way is like we have elements. Yeah. When we're talking about the elements, what are elements? Earth, fire, water,
Wind,
air.
air.
Fifth one, space. What is the space?
Emptiness.
Not emptiness. It's without the space, and none of other four are not work. So space is not empty.
Space is the emptiness of form. Or
No, space is not emptiness. Empty. Space is there. Without the space, none of them function. You cannot talk. You cannot breathe. So everything happened because of the space.
It has the space to be.
Yeah. So that way, all the phenomena are function because of the emptiness. So then, any phenomena is not separate from the emptiness. Yeah. That way, any phenomena are not singular. Any phenomena are not permanent. Yeah. That is what suchness. Such means the truth one. If the phenomena, like element can function without the air, without the space, that means that phenomena can function without the emptiness.
Khenpo, you said not one, correct? You said not one, but it's also not two as well, right?
What?
You said
Not singular.
yeah, not singular. Sorry, yeah, you said not singular, but it's also not multiple either, right?
Yeah, because it's not one.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not
it's
one, but not
multiple. It's multiple, but it's called the interdependent.
Interdependent. Okay.
Yeah. But we never said I have 2 vajra, I have 5 vajra
Yeah,
here.
that's, yeah.
You cannot say that one. And also when you remove this one, you no longer have a vajra.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to disappear, just separate them. No longer vajra there. Yeah?
Yeah, what happened to the Vajra, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's just,
Yeah.
there's no vajra actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing. Say if somebody asks you to where you, who you are, where are you? You cannot show actually I'm here. Yeah, you want to try to point. Oh, this is not that is not you. Yeah,
Point the parts.
Yeah.
That's a part.
I mean, like we said, this is my body. Yeah. Okay, you are the owner of this body, but where are you? There's no I.
You can't find it.
Yeah, so that is what is emptiness mean.
There is no I, but then there's also no not I either.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it imputed?
Because that's why you.
Yeah.
take
So no,
it.
so now I
This is
mean,
my body.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that way, this is non-nihilism, no
Mhm.
externalism. You have to be out of beyond those two. Yeah. So that is what is a meditation on the empty nature of the called the completion stage. With within the completion stage, then you start the generation stage. So Vajrayana, normally we come first generation stage, then completion stage, but no. Generation stage have to have a completion stage support.
Oh,
Right?
Okay, today we stop here.
Okay.
Think about that.
No more questions?
Can I have a question?
Yes.
For the people on Zoom would like a copy of this, can we post it in the?
Yeah, sure.
Because it has
Yeah,
the
sure.
empowerment?
They don't have it.
No, not tonight, or
Right.
tomorrow,
You can say it online.
online.
Resin the past
Is it on TMC?
no, you can point on your online.
Whatever link you
Post it
have.
on a website, okay.
You can put on your website.
Okay, so you can tell them what tonight. Well, that's terrible.
Dharma should be free.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
So yesterday you were talking about meditation, being free from thought is like being an animal. TJ asked a question that has been bothering me. Isn't it the point to stabilize on that non-conceptual moment or gap between thoughts? So I'm hearing it in my mind, it's contradictory. Here you're saying, yes, I want to stabilize non-conceptual thought to meditate, but yes, you see, you shouldn't have non-conceptual thought, no thoughts, because you're creating the cause of being an animal, ignorance, no thought. So
No thought and non-conceptual thought is a little bit different.
Okay, tell me.
No thought means that there's nothing thinking. Non-conceptual thought. Then there's something thinking, but not conceptual.
Oh.
Awareness.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to have awareness. So here said, you read there, say clear light of emptiness. One have a clear light of awareness, one doesn't.
Awareness.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Sorry, one other question that I'm sort of stuck on, the clear light of emptiness, and talking about it's not one and it's not many. Is that the gap?
No, this is not gap. As just you cannot have this kind of discussive thought about one or many. One or many is always a discussive thought. So empty nature is beyond our conceptual. The one, many, yes, no, good, bad is always a discussive thought. So empty is a way beyond that one. Cannot describe, cannot be seen, cannot be put color or anything.
Right, and is that the gap in?
Yeah. So these two between two, yeah, that is that one, yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah,
so
that one,
That
yeah.
is the gap.
Yeah, for us, we have not familiar with that. So because of that one, we cannot stay in that gap too long. The practitioner, when meditate, and that gap become bigger. Then they can stay on that state long time. Yeah.
If once a thought arises, then you're back in.
You're
Yeah,
inside
yeah,
the conceptual,
yeah.
whatever.
Back into conceptual.
So I said, well, I don't want the conceptual thought. You know? I don't want the conceptual thought.
Yeah, don't
You
give
know,
it back.
I want to stay non-conceptual thought. I want to stay non-conceptual thought.
Example, that clear light of emptiness, that's the gap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's pure awareness, pure
Yeah.
awareness.
You need clarity.
Pure.
Yeah.
You need emptiness.
Uh-huh.
So without the clarity, it's become just nihilism.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it need clarity. But without the emptiness, it becomes eternalism. So emptiness is beyond the eternalism, free from, I think it's free from eternalism and nihilism.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's neither.
The eternalism, that's probably a thought, right?
No, this is
You're-
like existing, your thought.
Yeah, it's a thought. That's why it
Versus-
doesn't have that emptiness. It's a thought.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, on page 13, the dedication prayers. Georgia Tang, Mark, Dormer,